So meanwhile, we have more flooding going on now. A little bit of tidal flooding earlier and now freshwater flooding. We have all sorts of stuff to talk about, so we can get on to that. As you can see, more heavy rain, but later tonight into tomorrow, we get into the dry slot, and that is going to mean a decent Saturday, actually. We are under a tornado watch. We've had 2 different tornado warnings as well, but the tornado watch is until 10 p.m. tonight. We also have a flash flood warning for northern areas of Virginia Beach, northern Chesapeake. Here it is. That is until 5:30. Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach until 5:30, as tremendous amounts of rain have occurred, and more rain again. What was it? Where was the 7 inches, Evan?
Snug Harbor.
Yeah. Snug Harbor has had 7 inches of rain so far. So that is just a tremendous amount of moisture. Look at all these flood warnings and advisories out here across central areas of North Carolina. So far today, once again, Norfolk and Newport News only 1/100th inch apart like they were earlier. Almost 3 inches in Virginia Beach, right on 3 inches in Chesapeake, 3 1/4, 4 1/3 down in Edenton, that 7-inch amount in Snug Harbor. Wind gusts up into the upper 40s right now across the region. No longer a tropical storm, it is post-tropical storm. Winds were 70 as of 5 p.m. They're no longer that, I guarantee you. We'll get an update here at 8 p.m. It's going to fall apart into a, quote, regular area of low pressure. Was a hybrid system as it was out over the Atlantic earlier today. Here are our threats. Moderate to high threat of flooding from heavy rain, moderate threat of these gusts over 40 into the upper 40s, minor to moderate flooding. Although, Evan, tell us a little bit more about that and what the timing is.
That's right, Jeff. We went through our high tide a little bit earlier this afternoon at Sewell's Point. It was around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and we hit 5.46 feet. So just at that top edge of minor tidal flooding. Moderate starts officially at 5.5. And we expect this evening's high tide, or the overnight, just after midnight or so, at around 5.4 feet. Now, once the storm passes us by towards the west, we'll see those winds shift out of the south, and that's why tomorrow we're not looking at as much in the way of some tidal issues. Nuisance flooding, that starts right around 4.5 feet. So we'll be close to that tomorrow at 4.4, and then the overnight into Sunday around 3.7. However, and I must emphasize that once we get into Sunday and Monday, we're looking at some of the energy of Ian to transfer into more of a coastal system. And I expect that we could be dealing with some higher tides once again into the day Monday. Some of the early indications are that we could be even closer to 6 feet into the day on Monday. Now, Norfolk, one of those areas that's prone to flooding. We have our storm mode vehicle out this afternoon, wandering the streets, driving around, taking a look at things, and you can see there we're in Norfolk, not, of course, in one of those areas that typically see that flooding, but that's something we'll be watching here as we continue to go through the next couple of days. Overnight tidal issues, not an issue Saturday or most of Sunday, but later Sunday into Monday, we could be dealing with high tides and heavy rain once again, Jeff.
All right, and the same thing goes, by the way, for the other areas, including on the peninsula, Yorktown, Poquoson, etc. You should be back tonight just about where you were this afternoon, almost within 2 inches. Then come down Saturday night, Sunday, and then maybe start to rise. And of course, we've been talking about it. We had a moderate threat of 1 to 2 very brief tornadoes. Those wind gusts, again, up right now, inland in the 30s near the coastline. Wow, look at Portsmouth, 55. So tonight, 67. Strong winds will ease, though. Right now, they're northeast at 30 or more, gusting to 45. They'll be southeast at 20 by morning. And then tomorrow, they'll even get lighter. So 65 out there, winds northeasterly at 33 right now, bringing those 2 different wind directions in, forcing the atmosphere up, creating the showers and storms. Notice overnight, hardly any moisture. Tomorrow, just isolated showers, and that is it. And then as we get into Sunday, especially later in the day, we'll watch some of the backlash come in and give us more moderate to heavy rain. Tonight then, 67, heavy rain tapers off, and then the strong winds ease. 7-day forecast after tomorrow's 80. Again, not a bad day at all. 65% chance of some rain developing Sunday from north to south, especially later in the day. Rain Sunday night, rain Monday night, and that'll add to our problems.